Any word?
No, we're waiting for the doctor.
Well, Doc, what is it?
I'm afraid it's broken. Compound fracture. It'll be months before she'll walk on that ankle.
Are you nuts? She's got a show to do tonight.
She's a trooper. Put an ace bandage on it.
You don't seem to understand. She won't even be able to stand up. Miss Brock has a broken ankle.
We'll get another doctor. A second opinion.
Quiet. We have no star, and without a star, we have no show. We're closing. My decision is final. No star, no show. Tell the kids to clear out of the dressing room. Pretty lady closes tonight.
Boss, you can't be serious. And after all that work.
My dear Miss Riley, if there was someone with that much talent right here in the company, don't you think I would have noticed her already?
Maybe not in this case.
We're wasting our time.
Couldn't we just give the kid a chance? Isn't anything better than closing the show?
All right, who is she?
Peggy Sawyer!
That kid? Yeah, Peggy. She's got a voice that'll panic 'em. And she can dance rings around Brock.
A raw beginner. This is her first job in a chorus.
No, wait, boss. She is the best dancer in the line.
That's not carrying the show. Brock's such an easy performer, she's fooled you. That kind of experience takes years of development and training.
Unless this kid got it naturally, which she just might have.
Do you know how many pages she'd have to learn? Oh, not to mention all the songs and the routines.
She's young. Kids can do anything.
You could put the dancing back into the show.
Julian, it's worth a try, isn't it?
All right, send her in.
Wait, there's only one hitch. You just fired her.
But it may not be too late to get her back. She's taking the 11:10 to Allentown. So that gives you 20 minutes to get down to the Broad Street Station.
What do we do, boss?
Get her off that train. I want Sawyer in New York, ready to work at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Wait a minute, ain't we gonna stay here in Philadelphia?
And lose $10,000 a night? Our only hope is to ship the show to New York, beat the party under 36 hours, and open cold on Thursday. Now what are you waiting for? Let's get moving. No, wait a minute. I fired her. It's my job. It's up to me to get her back.
Julian, I can go.
I said I'll go. Thank you, Andy. You may have just done me a great favor.
Oh, anytime, Mr. Marsh. Anytime.
All right. We give him 15 minutes to convince her, and then we bring in the big guns.
Sawyer, you're angry with me. I can understand that. It's not easy being fired.
You did me a favor, Mr. Marsh. It may not have been easy, but it came out loud and clear. Go back where you came from, Miss Peggy Sawyer. And that's just what I'm gonna do.
I came here to apologize and to ask you to come back
I have a train to catch, Mr. Marsh.
and take Dorothy Brock's role in Pretty Lady. Her ankle's broken. She won't be able to do the show. It's yours if you think you can handle it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Marsh. Show business isn't for me. I'm going back to Allentown.
What was that word you just said? Allentown? I'm offering you a chance to star in the biggest musical Broadway scene in 20 years, and you say Allentown. Now listen, Sawyer, and listen good. I don't care if you don't give a damn about me. But think of all the kids you'll be throwing out of work if you don't get up there and do this. Think of the songs that will wither and die if you don't get up there and sing them. Think of the scenery that'll never see seen, the costumes never worn, the orchestrations never heard. Think of Pretty Lady and the pleasure and thrill it could give to millions. Think of musical comedy, the most glorious words in the English language. Sawyer, think of Broadway, damn it. Come on along and listen to the lullaby of Broadway, the hip hooray and ballyhoo, the lullaby of Broadway, the rumble of the subway train, the rattle of the taxis, the daffodils who entertain at Angelo's and Maxie's when a Broadway baby says goodnight. It's early in the morning. Manhattan babies don't sleep tight until the dawn. Good night, baby. Good night. Milkman's on his way. Sleep tight. late.
I'm sorry, Mr. Marsh. I was looking for my good luck scarf.
Sawyer, that curtain goes up in exactly 36 hours. You have 25 pages, 6 songs, and 10 dance routines to learn by 8 o'clock tomorrow night. It's now or never. Sawyer, do you think that you can do it? Sawyer, do you think that you can do it?
Yes, Mr. Marsh, I can.
Then we begin. Mac, where the hell is that piano? Andy, come on, let's go. I want to go through the opening number and then go through each song and routine and then go back and do the whole thing with all the songs and all the routines. We'll break every hour for food and coffee and a full 15-minute break every 4 hours for rest. And no one else on the stage till I call them. By 8 o'clock tomorrow night, I'll either have a dead chorus girl or a live leading lady. But what are we waiting for? Let's go!
Can you hold the first thing girls and move upstairs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, go!
Look at your feet, Sawyer.
Turn now. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Really, get in there. Let's hear these lyrics, Sawyer. Billy, lead it. Lead it. Doesn't know this. Head up, Sawyer. Let's see the audience. Gonna hear this?
Let me linger long and
Follow Billy, follow Billy.
all their names. Kiss them, foxy tracks and
Hear the smile, Sawyer.
stay in your arms.
You know this, Sawyer. Bring away. To the audience, Sawyer. Nice.
But now I couldn't do it
Sawyer.
I need you all on my own.
Mr. Marsh, please, Mr. Marsh, I'm exhausted. Can't we stop for a minute?
Sawyer, that curtain goes up in 2 hours. We've got to go on. We'll run the love scene. Take it from Jim's entrance. But what are you waiting for from Jim's entrance?
Jim, they didn't tell me you were here. It was grand of you to come.
No, that's impossible. That'll never work. You're greeting the man you love. It's got to mean something. Here, like this. Jim. They didn't tell me that you were here. It was grand of you to come. Now try it.
Jim! They didn't tell me that you were here. It was grand of you to come.
No, that's impossible. It'll never work. Listen, have you ever been in love? Have you ever been a man take you in his arms and crush you to him and kiss you? Now say the line.
Jim! They didn't tell me that you were here. It was grand of you to come.
Once more.
Jim! They didn't tell me that you were here. It was grand of you to come.
Once more.
Jim, dog! They didn't tell me that you were here. It was grand of you to come.
That's it! Now places for the finale.
Mr. Marsh, please, Mr. Marsh, I can't. I'm Peggy.
Now you've done it, Marsh.
You pushed her too far.
I had to. That curtain goes up in 45 minutes. If she doesn't know this part down to her gut, it'll never come through. All right, that goes for the rest of you, too. Andy, come on, take them down to the lounge and clean up the last 16 bars.
All right, everyone down to the lounge. Get a move on. Pat, leave us alone.
Wow.
Is this the time for this, Dorothy? They just called half hour.
I've got some things I want to say to Miss Sawyer. So, you're going to take my place.
I'm sorry. I know how tough it must be.
Do you? I'm not sure. When I left for the theater this afternoon, I wanted to tear your heart out. I wanted to see you fail. You singing my songs, wearing my costumes, playing my role. Sitting there in that theater, watching you rehearse. I found I couldn't hate you. Because you were good. Maybe even better than I would have been. The public wants youth, freshness, beauty, and Peggy. That's what you got. Only, I'm getting something too. For 10 years, the theater has kept me away from the only thing I've ever wanted. And it was a broken ankle that finally made me realize it. Pat Denny and I were married this morning.
Oh, Miss Brock.
I only have one last wish for you, my dear. Go out there and be so swell, you'll make me hate you. Oh, one more thing, Sawyer. It's about the next to the closing number. You've got to take it easy. Let the audience come to you. Would you let me show you what I mean?
I would appreciate it very much, Dorothy.
Life begins when somebody's eyes look into your own. Life begins when you get your guy all alone. From morning until twilight, I don't know I'm alive, but I know
all mine. You're not just Peggy Sawyer tonight. You're every kid who ever kicked up a heel in the chorus. So you get out there, kid, and show what we can do.
Oh, Annie, Rain, everyone. I'll try my best, I promise.
Best? That's not good enough. I want sheer, unadulterated brilliance. Now, what are you girls waiting around for? Get into your places for the opening. Peggy, I want to talk to you.
Julian! It's 8:40. Shouldn't we call places?
They've waited this long, they can wait another minute. Now listen, Sawyer, and listen hard. 100 people. 100 jobs. $100,000. 5 weeks of blood and grind and sweat, and it all depends on what you do tonight. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Here comes Marsh with another one of his pep talks. Well, this is the last of them, Sawyer, and this one comes straight from the heart. Our hopes, our dreams, our lives are in your hands. Go out and shine with all your glorious talent. This afternoon I was acting. This one I mean.
Julian! We've got to begin.
All right, time to take the house to half. Sawyer, you're going out there a youngster, but you've got to come back a star.
Now that we have had the rice and flowers, the knot is tied.
I can visualize such happy hours close by your side.
The honeymoon in store is one that you'll adore. I'm gonna take you for a ride.
I'll go home and get my candy and away we'll go. Oh, we're gonna shuffle out to
Niagara in the sleeper.
There's no honeymoon that's cheaper and the train goes slow. Oh, we're gonna shuffle out to
What is it? What the hell's wrong?
I don't know if I can do the rest of the show. I can't remember a single lyric.
You will do the rest of the show, without any mistakes, and without that thing either. My name's Julian Marsh, damn it, and I say you will.
In the heart of little old New York, you'll find a thoroughfare. It's a part of little old New York that runs into Times Square. A
Of course she's gonna be there. Escorted by Mr. Billy Lawler himself.
Why, girlie, you are just swell. Anytime you need a kitty card, just ask.
Now come along, Peggy. We're having a little party at the Ritz. In your honor.
For me? I'll be along in a minute, Miss Jones.
See you at the Ritz.
Oh, Billy, isn't it exciting? They all love the show.
No, they all love you. That goes double for me. Now come on, we gotta get to the kids' party at Lorraine's.
Oh, Billy, I don't know if I can. What about the party at the Ritz? Billy, am I really a star?
From now on and forever.
And can stars do anything they want?
Anything.
Then I'm going to the kids' party.
Peggy,
Billy, wait a minute.
you haven't changed your mind already.
Of course not. Meet me at the stage door. I'll be there in a minute.
Okay, but just 1 minute. You know how impatient tenors are.
Mr. Marsh?
Say, Peggy, through all the excitement, I forgot to congratulate you. Congratulations, kid.
Thank you, Mr. Marsh. But you and I both know who was really out on that stage tonight. Oh, I said the lines and sang the songs and danced the dances. But you were inside me pulling the strings, so I congratulate you.
You're quite a girl, Miss Peggy Sawyer, and you're on your way to becoming quite a star. You've broken through. You are the 1,000,000-to-1 shot that comes home a winner. For years to come, thousands of little chorus girls will go to auditions and say to themselves, hey, I may become another Peggy Sawyer. But I ask only of you to give it your youth, your talent, your strength, but not your heart. Because it's a very loving heart, and I would never want to see it broken. Now run along to the party at the Ritz.
I'm going to the kids' party, Mr. Marsh.
Like I said, you're quite a girl.
Good night, Mr. Marsh.
Good night, Allentown. Say, where is the kids' party?
At Lorraine's. The address is on the call board. And Mr. Marsh, it would be grand, if you would come.
Come and meet those dancing feet on the avenue. I'm taking you to 42nd Street. Hear the beat of dancing feet. It's the song